Good morning, YouTube. Well, I'm here to call out some people on what I suspect has been a very slow construction project and a lot of waste in government boondoggle. This bridge, the Webster Street Bridge, they've been working on this bridge since late 2015. This is a small bridge. This should have been the easiest bridge out of all of the bridges that they've worked on the last 10 years to have finished. This should not have taken any longer than 16 months, no longer than a year and a half tops to finish this. But yet here we are, almost 2 years later, and it's still not being done. So we really do need to look into these public, works contracts and, ask, why, what is taking so, darn long on this, crap. And, there was also some news out of Cincinnati, with the Brent Spence Bridge boondoggle. That's the Interstate 75, Interstate 71 bridge over the Ohio River. They've been finagling and wrestling for the last 10 years trying to figure out how the hell they're gonna replace that bridge. And that bridge is coming to the end of its lifespan. It's been at the end of its lifespan for a long time, and they still don't know what the hell they're gonna do. So bridge safety is a serious problem in the state. And I really don't know what they're going to do to ultimately solve these problems. But when you're looking at a bridge that's only this size and a small bridge, and the Mad River is not that big right here at all, so there's just no excuse why this should not have been done by the spring. Now, several years ago, back in 2008, when they demolished the Stewart Street Bridge and rebuilt it, which is every bit of 2 or 3 times the size of this, that was done within 16 months. The old one was demolished back in July of 2008, and they had it rebuilt by the end of 2016. Now, one can argue that, or one can suspect that UD, being right there, of course, that it was a bigger priority. But other bridges need to get the same priority and love as well. So why they've been turtling along on this forever, that's anybody's guess. But I suspect there's a lot of wasted corruption. Back years ago, oh geez, this has been 17 years, when the Seamathaler Avenue Bridge was replaced, it took them 4 years because the water had came up on the workers repeatedly, and there were cost overruns and they couldn't work. That's in North Dayton, by the way, over there by Wiggers and Park. It took them 4 years, something that should have only took a year and a half, because the city and the contractor were fighting with each other over the money because the cost had ran over. And I frankly would not be surprised if something like that would be happening here as well. Knowing the city and these contractors, and we are still replacing our bridges at way too slow of a rate. After this and Helene are done, they got to move over, do Kiwi Street Bridge still, as well as West 3rd Street Bridge. And West 3rd Street Bridge should have been done, and I did a video on that, in the past as well. But I suspect there's just a lot of cronyism to keep, the contractors in work. That only do this and only do enough to keep them in work while foregoing public safety and the need to replace this stuff at a much faster rate than what it's been, you know, replaced. So I just don't trust the motives of, you know, of who's ever behind all these projects, because this size of a bridge, there's no excuse why this should have taken almost 2 years. And somebody needs to get their shit together, and somebody that's running for, you know, city commission or city council, Daryl Fairchild, who I've contacted on Facebook, I'm actually going to send him this video and say, you know what, it's time we look into these public, you know, works projects deeper and find out what the hell is really going on here. Here's a look at the underbelly of the underneath bridge. So you can see there's only, you know, 2 spans into the river. So as I said, this is not a very big bridge, and it should have been done a lot faster than what it's been done. But anyway, you know, that's it for this one. But we really do need to start looking into this stuff and start demanding answers and ask, where's our money really going and what's taking so damn long? Because I know they could have had this bridge done a lot sooner, as well as they could have had all the bridges in the city replaced. And Ohio, for those of you that do not know, actually has the most bridges in the country. Now actually, numbers wise, Texas is listed with the most at something like 52,000 bridges, in Ohio around 26,000. But however, when you consider, well, that Texas is easily 6 to 10 times the size of Ohio, we actually do have the most bridges. So this is a problem that I know is that's all over the state. You know, these public works projects and not getting work done fast enough. Well, our infrastructure in this country just continues to crumble at the seams. But that's it for this one.